Hi and welcome to my channel, The Rocket Scientist that review LEGO classic space sets from the time period of 1978 to 1987. Today we will review the set 894 Mobile Tracking Station. So where is it? Hang on, I think it's coming here. And here we have it. What a beauty. We'll do the basic thing first. The kit was released in 1979. It holds 65 bricks. And it comes with one white mini figure, this astronaut figure seen here. The length I have measured to be 14 centimeters. In width, the width of the antenna here, and that comes up to 4.8 centimeter, and the height to the top of the aerial there is approximately 8.5 centimeters. Plug this back on. What about the weight? My trusty scale here. Turn it on. There it's 0, and we can measure 65 grams with a resolution of 1 gram. So let's talk about the design. Yeah, it's a real beauty. I loved it very much as a child. I never actually had it myself, but a friend of me had it and I envy him a lot for it. What I like with it was many things, but you have this really cool windows here in this yellow transparent color there, which is a nice contrast to the gray they had on the gray color they had at the time. And here again the logo on the side there, which is really cool. And you had 3 wheel axles on the main vehicle, and you had this really cool trailer antenna on the rear part here, where you have a tracking radar or antenna which can do elevation and even azimuth. So compared to the radar truck we reviewed some earlier, this has more realism to it in respect to that, being able to track a target. If you look at the bottom part here, you see the old school wheels with a steel rod holding the wheels, and on this model they are already a bit rusty, but that doesn't affect the rolling performance on this vehicle, so it rolls really well. It has a steering wheel, of course, and again this gray gas cylinder in front, which is really nice design feature. You have the fenders, which are good for protecting the astronaut and a part of the rover structure from contamination from the dust being stirred up. The same on the trailer part, and some cool antenna type of spikes on the rear part of the trailer, and you have good pivoting on the connection between the trailer and the rover. Easy to move around. So yeah, and again some really nice colors. Here you see the 894. I think it had another number in the US, 400 series number, I don't recall. But since I'm a European, I refer to this number, or used to referring to that, the 894. So here you see it, really nice picture, classic Lego set picture. And yeah, start up as usual, building the minifigure first, and then you just follow some steps here to see there's a part missing here to build a rover part, and continues on the next side here. Then you start to build a trailer and you end up with this. Again, I must elaborate that this instruction is so fantastic. It's a bless to look at. This is over 40 years old, as I always say. It's so nice design. They were really good at design Lego, and they of course still are. And of course, not to forget, you have this rotating antenna here, which has this really cool shield pieces in transparent color. It's really cool. And I've seen some Lego brick movies where you have animation. I even made one myself where this is rotating. So in respect to design, I will give it a full score, 6/6. Playability, well, it's so much to do with this kit, I think. You have a vehicle that you can explore with, track targets, and you have the possibility, when you are in position, you can open up the rear part here. And that's really, really nice. Here you can open all the way to, yeah, this, but you would stop normally here, I guess. And then you could take your hero and put him in here. Oh, I just place it loosely there. Now you can see he's operating the computer console there. You can remove him again. You can sit there, and here you see the computer console. Really nice brick. I love this back in the days, and of course still are so simple yet cool. And they have this type of 80s style of screen, which I love a lot. Yeah, so you can drive out, explore, and do tracking of objects with this antenna, and you have this small compartment where your astronaut can be sitting. So in respect to playability, I have decided to give this 6/6 full score. I think it's so cool. I guess there will be no surprise when talking about the nostalgic force here. It's a full score from my part, even though I didn't have the kit. And as I said, I had a friend that had it, and by some strange reasons, his pieces ended up in my Lego collection. It's not this one, but yeah, things happen when you were a child. My scoring is then full 18, which is similar to the two-man scoot, the 891. So let's wrap up and look at the rocket scientist or engineering realism to this design. I have decided to give it a score of 5. I may be a little kind here, but yeah, this is a mobile tracking station, and yeah, as for most of these Lego sets, they are a bit too small compared to the size of the astronaut. In the if you compare it to, again, as I mentioned in earlier reviews about the lunar lander and the rover they had, you see the size of the rover compared to the person. And even though the technology has evolved, you would see some bigger structures on these vehicles. The trailer part is a little too small also, and it would be a little too flimsy. The center of gravity would be a little too high on this vehicle, so also the rover part would more easily tip over. Would you need a housing like this to open up and to be sitting kind of in the open here? No, you wouldn't make it like this. the console will be out, or if you need such protection, then he would be able to go in there and sit there and operate. So the volume is a little too small for energy storage, I believe, even though with newer technology, battery technology, it could be sufficient. I don't know, but it's a little questionable. And in total, then we are up on 23 in total score. So that's one score better than the two-man scooter. And then we have a first place here in my reviews. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and please do not hesitate to comment on my reviews. I'm just happy to see comments, and please subscribe if this is something that you want to follow up on. Thanks for now. Bye.